Is it important? So let me change my question. Is it really important? Do you think time is important?
Yes.
Yes, okay, yes it is, but why? Why do you think time is important and what is the value of time?
Mm,
You know? So let's talk about something else. How much time do we waste, you think? Do you waste your time? It means not to use. When we say waste, it means not to use it in a good way, in a useful way. For example, some people spend a lot of time on their mobile phones, surfing the internet, I don't know, watching some videos, maybe social media, so it's wasting time. So, how much time do you waste? Do you waste time?
yes.
Yes. Okay, how? For example, what do you do?
Mm, I watch TV.
You watch TV and you think watching TV is wasting time, yeah?
Yes.
Okay, so it's okay. And any other thing? So, do you have any other idea? Something else, for example. Is there anything that you spend time?
Mm, I sleep.
You see, but sleep is really, really, really necessary. So we don't waste time when we sleep. Agree?
Yes.
Yeah, of course. We don't waste time. It's really important. We need to sleep, so that is really, really important. Well, today we're going to talk about time. First of all, let's do something. We're going to learn some words, some phrases related to time. Then we can use them. Okay, ready? Well, let's check page 112. Okay. I think this one. Okay. Let's let's talk about this combination of time and some verbs. For example, find time, have time, make time, run out of time, save time, share time, spend time, take time, and waste time. So as you can see, there are some combinations, some collocations, combinations of time and verbs that we can use them. For example, when we say run out of time, it means when we use it when time is over and we don't have more time, we don't have enough time. Okay, find time. Let's complete these sentences using the word, okay, from the box. I usually time talking to friends on weekends. What? I usually find time. I usually have time. I usually make time. Which one can be correct, you think?
Mm, it's spend time.
Good job. Spend time. Very good. Or you can say half time. Both are correct. So spend time is correct. Very good. If I enough time, I practice the guitar for an hour. If I what?
If I have enough time.
Okay, of course, if I have. So I usually spend time talking to friends, and if I have enough time, I practice. Very good. Number two, I'm afraid I often, I'm
Mm,
afraid, it means worried.
uh, waste time.
Excellent. Waste time. Very good. So, I'm afraid I often waste time. For example, I spend too much time checking my phone. If I need to time to do more important things, I turn it off. So, if I need to,
Mm, save time.
you can say that you mean save, okay. Oh, well, but I think we can have another one. Of course, save is okay, you can say, but how about make time? We make time to do something, or we find time to do something, okay? So make or find. So we can, oh, they're too big. No, it's okay. Well, so make or find. So we make time to do things, okay? We find time to do something. So it's better to say make or find. Okay, number three. I usually, I usually,
I usually walk to school. It uh, doesn't take
very
a
good.
long time.
Very good. It doesn't take. And what if I'm in a hurry?
I get the bus to save time.
Excellent. Excellent. Very good. Okay. And number four.
Our projects have to be finished tomorrow, but I need another week. I'm going to mm, find time.
No, when you don't have time, you don't have more time to do something, you say that.
Uh, Run out of time.
Very good. Run out of, very good, run out of time. I'm going to run out, which means I don't have enough time to complete my task to do something. Okay, so we learned some verbs about time, okay? Now it's time to complete these sentences with your own ideas. Okay, I would like to find the time to let's do this together. So I begin, I start. I would like to find the time to go to the gym. How about you?
Mm, uh, I would like to find the time to 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 drawing.
Okay, very good. Okay, excellent. I enjoy sharing time with my family. How about you?
I enjoy sharing time with my friends.
Very good. Okay, number three.
Unfortunately, I sometimes waste time by watching TV.
Good, okay. And it takes me a long time to
It takes me a long time to go to school.
very good. And on Sundays, I often spend some time
On Sundays, I often spend some time to
on.
go to uh, some time on go outdoor.
On, okay, if you want to use a verb ongoing, ongoing, on joining, on talking, okay, so you need to use gerund or ing form. On talking with friends, okay? So on going out, hanging out with friends, get it? So on go, no, on going, get it?
Yes.
Very good. Okay, excellent, smart girl. Let's go back. Well, so let's check the beginning. Okay, well, now let's complete this part. Okay, complete the sentences using the words that we just learned. Okay,
Yes.
well, so let's think of it and try to complete them. You don't always, when you do things quickly, you don't always what you think.
Mm, you don't always.
Yes, you don't always spend, you don't always share, you don't always find, you don't run out of time. So what? You don't always, when you do things quickly, you don't always.
Mm,
So let me give you some alternatives here so that you can use them. For example, okay, next computer. What? So which one? You don't always.
mm, spend time.
It say spend time. It's okay, but spend time when you do things quickly, it doesn't make sense, I think. So I heard something else. I heard you said save. Because of this, I say yes. So I heard you said save. So you don't always save time when you do things quickly. When you're doing something very quickly, you can save time. Yeah?
Yes.
Well, number two, time is precious, is valuable, is important.
Um. So, uh, share it with the right people.
Oh, so share, of course, very good. Share or spend, very good, excellent. So let me write the meaning of this word. Well, okay. Number 3.
When you lose time, it's difficult uh, to find it again. You're muted.
I was talking to myself. I'm sorry. I was talking to myself. Oh, okay. Why? Wow. Okay. So let's go. So number 4, do it before you lose time, before time is over and you can't do something, before.
Make
No, before, let me help you. Oh, I typed here, so we have it. So, oh, what do you think about this one? Yeah, do it before you run out of time. It means before
before run out of
force, before it becomes too late, before you don't have enough time, before time is over. Yeah, very good. Before it's over. And 5, when people need some of your time, try to.
try to share it.
Excellent. That's it. Try to share it. And last one. Time is like money. If you a lot of it, you're lucky.
If you make a lot of it.
If you, I think this one is better. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah, if you have it, if you have a lot of time, you're lucky. Okay, my dear. So we'll learn some words that we need to practice to learn them. Okay, so don't forget about studying them. Well, let's guess the answers. Okay, this is a quiz. And let's guess the answers. And do you think, so let me, okay, let's do the sport together. I think teenagers spend average 6 hours a day at school. What do you think? How much time does the average teenager spend at school, you think? How much?
I think it's 8 hours a day.
Okay, 8 hours, so I circle it. Number 2, how much time in bed?
9 hours a day.
Okay, 9. And on cell phones?
0.
Oh, really? No, between 2 and 3 and 4, which one?
2 hours a day.
2 hours a day, okay, and looking for things. I want to look for my pen, I want to look for my pencil, something that I lost, okay. So how much time?
60 minutes a week.
Okay, 60 minutes a week. Okay, helping at home.
20 minutes a week.
20 minutes a week and doing homework.
15 hours a week.
Okay, so I circle your answers. Now, are you ready to watch a video and compare correct answers with our answers? Just don't forget about having a pencil to make notes because we will compare the given answers with our answers, okay?
Yeah.
Very good. So, let me just tell me when you're ready and I can play the video.
I'm ready.
Okay, so
Hi everybody and welcome to FactFlix. My name's Amy.
And I'm Max.
So today we're thinking about the value of time. Let's start by asking, how do we waste time? So Max, can you guess where we spend most of our time?
Yes. At school, probably.
Well, no. Actually, we spend most of our time in bed. Most teenagers spend 6 or 7 hours at school each day, but on average they spend 9 hours every night in bed. That's about 30 years in a lifetime.
30 years in bed. What a waste of time.
Sleeping isn't a waste of time. Maybe you didn't sleep last night. Maybe you were on your phone.
No.
Tell me, how much time do you think teenagers spend looking at their phone every day? How much time do you spend?
1 hour? Maybe 2?
Teenagers spend 4 hours a day on their phones. That is a waste of time.
I don't agree. I only waste time when I'm looking for my phone. I'm always losing it.
Ah, did you know that most people spend an hour every week looking for things like phones, pens, keys, and shoes?
That's amazing. But do you know the biggest waste of time? Washing up.
Do you spend much time washing the dishes? I don't think so. On average, teenagers only spend 40 minutes a week helping at home.
But we are very busy doing our homework.
Really? How long does it take you to do your homework?
It usually takes me about 50 minutes. Is that normal?
It depends which country you live in. The average amount of homework is around 15 hours per week. Here in the UK, 50 minutes or an hour a day is probably normal. But if you live in China, then the average is nearly 3 hours homework a day.
Oof. I think I'll stay here.
Yes, me too. Bye everyone. See you again soon on FactFlix.
Bye.
well, okay, now let's compare. Okay, so how much time at school? You said 8, but the answer was
Is 6.
6. Excellent. So we say 6 is the answer. Okay, in bed?
9.
Very good. You were right. And on cell phones?
4 hours.
Oh, 4 hours. And looking for things?
40 minutes.
Yeah.
60 minutes.
Of course. 60 minutes a week, of course. And helping at home?
40 minutes.
40, of course. And doing homework?
15 hours a week.
Of course, 15 hours. But in China, students need to study 3 hours a day. It's too much. Oh, so tell me, how much do you spend on studying per day?
Mm, mm, 1 hour.
Oh, okay, it's normal. So the same as the UK, because students in the UK spend about 50 minutes or 1 hour studying per week. So that's good. But 3 hours, it's too much, I think. It's too much. Well, okay, Anne. How do you spend most of your free time?
Mm,
How do you spend most of your free time?
I go to bed.
You go to bed when you have free time?
Or, or going outdoor.
You go out. Okay, so you go out. Okay, good. Okay, very good. And let me ask another question. Is there anything that you can't make time for it? For example, I don't know, you can say, it's really difficult to find time for example, my friends or for my hobbies. Is there anything that's really difficult to make time for?
Yes,
What?
it uh, go to the art club.
Oh, going to the art club? Yeah, good answer. And do you ever waste time? How do you waste your time? If yes.
Mm, yes, I have waste time, and I waste time by watching TV.
Okay, so yes, I do, because I asked you using do. Do you ever? So you say, yes, I do. I waste time watching TV. Okay, Anne, do you remember, do you remember the video when Max and Amy was talking about wasting time? Do you remember what they think is a waste of time? Do you remember?
Mm, mm, the, the using phone.
Using phone, of course. And how about sleeping? Is it waste of time?
Yes.
Really? No. No, sleep is really important. Really, really important. So it's not waste of time. Okay, very good. Now, let me ask you another question. Okay, sleep is important, but why? Why is it important, you think? Do you know?
Because sleep makes me relax after doing a lot of things a day.
Very good answer. Okay, excellent. Now we're going to do something. Look, and there is a text here. Of course, more than one. There are three texts, but one. The first one is longer than these two. So we're gonna read this text, and after that, of course, you're about sleep. Okay, and when we read this text, we're gonna find if the text, for example, is an online text, if it's a conversation, between two friends or conversation between two people. If it's from a leaflet, okay, what is leaflet? Let me show you something. Leaflet is a piece of paper that gives some information about something. So let me show you something. I'm gonna send it to you. Just give me a moment. Okay. Well, leaflet, where are you? It's not here, so let me do something else. I can, okay. I think this one. Now let me upload it. So let me show you. Okay. Well, look. This is a leaflet. Okay. So as you can see, there is some information about something. For example, sometimes you want to talk about your job. Okay, you want to give some information about your job. You want to advertise your product. So you give a leaflet, I can read it and I can find some information. For example, I go to the pharmacy, to drugstore, and I want to buy some medicines, okay? I need to know how to use them. So as you saw before, there are some papers with medicines, for example, with syrups or with pills that you can read. Okay, so you need to eat and take this pill in this way. So they give some information and we call them leaflet or brochure. Get it?
Yes.
Well, now let me close this. Okay, and open the book again. Well, so we want to know if it's from a leaflet, it gives some information, something like this. If the text gives some advice or some information or gives opinion. So let's do something. Okay, read and listen. So I'm going to play. Read and listen. Listen carefully. Let me make it a little bigger. Just give me a moment.
Unit 1, page 6, exercise 3.
A. Time for bed. Did you know that giraffes spend more than 23 hours a day awake? But cats spend 66% of their lives asleep. All animals are different. Adult humans need about 7 hours sleep. But between the ages of 11 and 17, when our bodies and brains are changing, we need between 9 and 11 hours. Sleep is incredibly important. Believe it or not, humans can survive more time without food than without sleep. Sleep is essential for our brain, says Dr. Madison Radley, a university professor. While you're sleeping, your brain organizes information. If you don't sleep, your brain can't function. And if your brain can't function, you've got a problem. In fact, this is already a problem for many school children in the UK. I have a student who can't stay awake in class, one teacher told me. He lives a long way from school, so he gets up at 6 a.m. to get the bus. He has activities after school and sometimes doesn't get home until 6 in the evening. Then, after dinner and homework, he probably spends at least 3 hours on his phone, watching videos and messaging friends. As our lives get busier, it's becoming more difficult to rest. Kids now do more activities and homework than ever before, and they rarely disconnect from social media. With a phone next to the bed and messages still arriving at 1 a.m., some kids are only getting 6 or 7 hours sleep. That's enough, but only if you're a giraffe. B.
Top tips for better sleep. Routines are important. Go to bed at the same time every day. Avoid sugary food and drinks in the evening. Avoid using phones and computers at least an hour before going to bed, and never have a phone in your bedroom. Go for a walk or get some exercise in the evening. Find time to relax.
C.
I'm winning at NBA 2K18 again. Still the champion. What are you doing?
Seriously? Are you still playing video games? I'm going to bed. I need to get to bed early.
It is early. Message me later, okay?
Can't. I'm not allowed to have a phone in my room or a TV. Let's talk tomorrow.
No screens, huh? That's cruel.
Well, okay. First of all, before we discuss the meaning of words, let's talk about the first task, okay? As we discussed, okay, there are different types of texts that use different language and design. So we can think about them if they're online, if they are, for example, part of leaflet, if they are conversation, if they are, for example, if they give information, so what? Let's have a look at the first part, time for bed. So what do you think? What kind of text is this one? Let's check. So which one?
Is a conversation.
It's a conversation. Do you know the meaning of conversation? For example, me and you now having a conversation. We are talking about something. So this is conversation. But in the first part, this part, we only read something. And it gave some information, yeah, about sleep and sleep problem, yeah. And of course, we read something about, for example, Dr. Madison Radley. So he expressed his opinion. So, which one?
gives advice.
Advice, no, but gives information. No, and
Gives opinions.
opinion. Why? When I give my opinion, I tell you what I think. I tell you what I think. So, look, here, sleep is essential. Sleep is really important for our brain, says Dr. Madison Radley. So, it's something that Dr. Madison thinks. Okay, so we can consider it as opinion. And of course, it gives some information about giraffes. Did you know that giraffes spend more than 20 hours a day awake? But cats spend 66% of their lives asleep. All animals are different. So as you can see, the text is giving some information. Am I right?
Yes.
Well, now let's have a look at the second part. Top tips for better sleep. Some tips for better sleep. How to sleep better. Now, okay, which one?
It's a conversation.
Are you sure? The second one.
It's online.
It's online. Okay, so you say it's online. We are not sure. Maybe it's from a book. We don't know. Maybe it's from a leaflet. Yeah. So we can say that, oh, it's from a leaflet, a part of paper, a paper that gives some information. And
gives advice.
excellent, gives advice, and of course gives information because it's from a leaflet. It's something like a brochure. As you can see, it gives advice how to sleep better, and it gives some information about sleep again. Okay, about this one. Two friends are talking together, an online chat. So let's check. So which one?
Is online.
Very good. It's online and
Is a conversation.
excellent. It's an online conversation. So we learned that we have different types of text. Some of them give advice, some of them give information, some of them give opinions, some of them are from a leaflet, some of them are online conversations. Get it?
Yes.
Excellent. Okay. Now it's time to read it again. So, the first part, did you know that giraffes spend more than 20 hours a day awake? They don't sleep. But cats spend 66% of their lives asleep. All animals are different. Adult, like me, like your mom, like your dad, adult humans need about 7 hours sleep, but teenagers between the ages of 11 and 17, when our bodies and brains are changing, are growing up, we need between 9 and 11 hours. Sleep is incredibly, very important, unbelievably. You can't believe it. So incredible means unbelievable. So let me write. Unbelievably. Let me put this here. Okay. So it's important. That is really important. That is essential. Essential means very important. Because if we don't sleep, our brain can't function, can't work. Our brain can't function, can't work. So that's really important. Okay, now let's read this question and try to find the answer. And why do adults need less sleep? Why do adults need less sleep?
Because the adults' bodies and brains are changing.
Okay, so because when we are teenagers, our brains are changing or growing up. And if the student in text A has 2 hours of homework, what time do you think he goes to bed? You know, he needs to go to bed at 9 p.m. But if we have 2 hours homework, what time?
11.
Oh, very good. Excellent. 11. Very good. Okay, next question. Why do teenagers have difficulty sleeping? They can't sleep on time. So why? Because you can find the answer in this paragraph.
Because their lives get busier.
Again, look at this part. Okay, we are talking about teenagers.
Because they rarely disconnect from social media. With a phone next to the bed and message still arriving at 1 a.m.
Very good, because they're rarely disconnect. Rarely disconnect. It means all the time they connect social media. They are searching, they are watching videos. So rarely, okay, they really disconnect from the social media, and they go to bed with their phones, and they actually message, you know, up to 1 a.m. So they can't go sleep, of course. They can't sleep very well. And tell me, what are the connections between text A and text B? In this text, we have some problems. What are the problems? And about B, we have some tips, yeah? What we need to do. Am I right?
Yes.
So, text A is about problems, but text B about solutions, about some tips, yeah? Some tips, the ways, solutions, the ways that we can solve these problems. Do you agree?
Yes.
Of course. And the last question, are the messages in text C friendly? Let's check text C, this one. Are the messages friendly? You know, between two friends or something like this, or no? This one is C, in this one.
Yes.
Yes, of course, because, you know, as you can see, two friends are talking together, are texting. So, of course, this is friendly. And when we say cruel, cruel means unkind. It's not kind. We say unkind, cruel. Yeah, get it?
Yes.
Okay, would you say this word, please?
Cruel.
Cruel, cruel.
Cruel.
Okay, my dear, we need to skip this part, this topic. Okay, and I will send you this book, and I want you to study this part again. Okay, underline the important words and try to study them again. Okay, next session we will continue talking about this part. Okay, my dear?
Yes.
Okay, any questions, any issues?
No.
Okay, that was really good time with you. Have a great time. Goodbye, my dear.
Goodbye, teacher.
Bye, dear.